thing. Column 4 is what we highlighted before, the defeat 3 otaku battles, so that is definitely something that makes sense. I'm trying to consider what column 3 has. That's difficult. MP region. That is
Lilith.
that's Lilith. Yeah.
I think we might have glossed over that one.
Yeah. So column 3 has both Lilith and Plurkwood as a goal.
Level 3 P pin.
I think
yeah,
Ace made a good call here because level 3 P hairpin does match 100% Plurkwood map, but I highly doubt Only would want to do row 1 with Tundra attack ups in that same row.
Oh, goodness.
But maybe he would.
Yeah, level 3 P hairpin is what you get for defeating KK Bunny, and that requires doing pretty much the vast majority of Plurkwood. There is a small little glitch that you can do to get to KK early, but you also need a lot of movement items in order to do that. So if that is what they decide to do, it'll be really late.
I'm looking at the stream. Are there streams backwards?
I'm
says
watching
Ace is on
multi-Twitch.
Well, yes, but I mean on Speed Gaming. It looks like the streams are backwards.
I'm not sure. I'm not watching on. Yeah, I haven't looked in there. Does Ace usually have this much slowdown? Look at this. Okay, well,
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I thought it was only because of how laggy he is, but maybe I guess Ace is just slow. Ace just has slowdown, I guess, which we didn't know about. But yeah, they're just finishing up prologue. Nothing too special. Same old, same old.
So is Only the one in Spectral Cave right now? Because that's what multi-Twitch is showing me. Anyway.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
I think the multi-Twitch is fine. It's just unexpected.
Gotcha. Alright, so I guess I'll, for anyone that was new, that kind of came in mid-last match and couldn't really tell what was going on here. So this is Rabi-Ribi. It's a kind of a Metroidvania type game. There's a small prologue that everyone's going to have to go through, and then after that, the world opens up like crazy, and they're going to be running around and doing all these bingo goals. And that's pretty much it. The main focus of the game is recruiting towns members, which is done by beating up some bosses here and there. So you'll see a lot of goals like recruit this person or this person, and then they're gonna have to go to that spot in the world to, recruit that person. Some events and items are only unlocked by having certain town recruits, so you may see them going out of their way to defeat a boss that isn't on their list in order to do something else, much later.
Okay, so Only is trying to do beach skip. So there's a glitch in this game called reverse cutscenes, also known as RCS. And by performing said RCS here, he can enter this map transition to the next area backwards. And what that will do is it kind of wrong warps him to the other side of beach, just because of the way the triggers work. And there it is. Now he's completely on the other side of beach, so he has skipped the entirety of beach. So now he's definitely taken himself way further ahead. And Ace is just gonna go through beach the normal way. Beach is quite long, but he does get a few items here, like an egg. But he also has to fight a mini boss on the beach, so
yeah,
it is slower.
If Only ends up having to come back to beach later, all these events will still be here. He'll still have to do them. But if he ends up not needing to come back here, that's just a pretty big horizontal chunk of land that he doesn't have to go through.
Yeah, and that's only the left side of beach too. He did set the warp, I guess, so he could still go to the pyramid if he needs to.
Oh yeah, that's definitely worth mentioning. The pyramid warp is actually in a pretty convenient spot. Or I guess the beach warp is. It's right next to the top of the pyramid, and there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Right.
So tagging that is definitely important if you plan on coming back in any capacity. Alright, so Only has exited the prologue. Getting to town here is kind of the end of the prologue, and this is where the game opens up. You're going to walk over here and go through one more small boss before having to make a choice whether to climb up Park or going left in order to fight Rita. Both of these kind of have different long-term effects, I guess you could say. If you take out Rita, that means you can access the slide item a lot faster, but going up Park Climb kind of sets you up for later, though it does have a little bit of a slower start to getting Slide. Slide's just like a prime movement item that you pretty much want to get as soon as you can. But
it's very likely that Only is going to go up north towards Vanilla because he needs to recruit Lilith, so it's good to go up, but let's see what he does.
Looks like that is what he's doing. He's tagging this Park Warp over here so he can come back here at any time. He's going to grab his slippers here, which are the high jump item of the game. And then he's going to do his Park Ascent. So it might be a little bit longer before he gets Slide, but once he gets Slide, he'll be able to just skip this entire section and just warp straight up it. He won't have to go through all this again.
Right. So both Ace also decided to not use the shop, which I guess makes sense because shop glitch is off, so that means there's no reason to try to get speed boost or anything.
Yeah, entering the shop and even talking to the shopkeeper actually gives you an item. It's an okay item, but it does give you a whole percentage on your item counter. And normally you'd be like, oh, well, yeah, extra items are cool, and this speed boost item makes you go faster. But this mode we're playing has an interesting quirk that the more items you have, the higher stats bosses and enemies will have. So it's kind of like a level playing field mechanic, you could say. But
and every item has its own particular weight that it adds to boss fights. So, like even in the speed run, the speed boost item is actually not obtained until later, and it's not even obtained intentionally. It's kind of forced on you, which is kind of hilarious to think about because in an ideal setting, the speed run would actually skip the speed boost item altogether, but it actually can't because it's forced.
Yeah, and the forced item is an issue because once you hit the 10% threshold, like 10% item threshold, you kind of exit the glass cannon state that you were in. Like once you're below 10% or even 5% actually, you have bosses have like a big penalty to the amount of health they have, and you also take more damage. But once you cross it's a minor thing that happens at 5%, but a much major thing that happens at 10%. Everything just kind of equalizes, and suddenly bosses have a lot more health, and you take a lot less damage once you cross that 10%. So when you're trying to go fast, you obviously like bosses to have less health. So you want to stay away from 10% items as long as you can. But of course, there's always collection bingo goals and things like that. That are gonna push you past that 10% a lot faster.
Okay, so Ace actually went towards Rita, so he's gonna rush Slide as the item, and Only's gonna go to get the Graveyard Warp and come back here later to fight Lilith.
Yeah, with that beach skip that Only did, it actually they won't be too far apart in getting Slide, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is to show you how fast getting Rita first versus getting Vanilla first. The park climb is quite slow, so Ace is already on the way to Sassini, so he's going to get Slide much sooner.
Yeah,
well, not that much sooner, but sooner.
Recruiting Sassini is like the thing you need to do before being able to access Slide. You need to have Sassini recruit and have 2 towns members. So both of them took their split paths, but there was a towns member at the at either side of it, and then you converge into fighting this boss, and then that lets you transition to chapter 2 and then start the whole little mini quest to get Slide, which is absolutely great.
Yeah, this boss is absolutely crucial.
Ooh, Only
so
doing
Only
a cool
is
little
gonna
flip
do.
Here.
Yeah, I also did that in my race. Looks like Only is going to as well.
Using some of the built-in wall jump mechanics to launch himself over there to that badge. That badge gives you a 15% damage bonus on all of your hammer attacks. He didn't equip it yet, so it's not active yet, but it is pretty good once you actually put it on.
I'm curious as to why he decided to pick up that item. I'm trying to look to see what goal he decided to do. Something that needs badges, right?
Ace gave him what, column 4?
Column 3.
Ace gave
the
him
middle
column
row,
3.
or middle column.
Okay.
I guess he just wants Southern Woodland items. That is a Southern Woodland item. Right?
Yeah, that is a Southern Woodland item, but, Didn't set up ASG. Okay, Ace did set up ASG. So, oh god, you want to do this?
Yeah, so Alias save glitch is essentially when you defeat Alias so Alias is, to start things off first, Alias is sort of your alter ego. It's like a dark arena, like your dark character.
Serves as the chapter transition boss.
Right. And after you defeat Alias 1, the first encounter against her, there is, well, actually any of the encounters against her, there's one frame after you defeat the boss where map events are active. So if you stand in a particular spot, it's about 1 tile wide, you can actually trigger the autosave after the boss fight, and reloading this autosave will bring you back to warp destination post fighting the boss. So it's a little glitch to warp back here when you're normally not supposed to be able to warp back here. And Ace needs to do ASG so that he can go and visit the other mini bosses in this area. So if you look at column 4, the middle goal is defeat all 3 otaku battles, and there are an otaku battle pretty much surrounding Alias 3. There are 2 of them around Alias 3, and then 1 of them before Alias 2. So Ace is doing this so that he can get that goal done. He's not going to finish it right now, but he'll finish it as soon as he gets 4 towns members and comes back here.
So another minor thing about Alias 3 here is that she's super dangerous. Like, we're playing on the easiest difficulty just to make this more accessible for people, and he still got wrecked. This boss really hurts, especially when you get here with, no equipment, and this is kind of a late game boss.
Yeah. And Alias 3 is the worst boss to die to because right before you can fight Alias 3, you have to fight Noah, who is this blue character here. And it's not an actual fight, it's a scripted event, and it takes like a minute to just let her go through all of her attacks, so it is quite the time loss.
Ace should eat his donut probably, or his cake. At the beginning of the game, once you exit the prologue, you do get 2 free healing items. So every player will have that. You can buy more if you want to, but they're really, emergency situations like this. All right, here we go.
Eat his cake.
Meanwhile, Only did just grab slide, so you'll see him moving horizontally a lot faster now.
So Only has the sliding powder. Only also picked up Bunny Whirl. Bunny Whirl is an interesting item. Basically lets you do a sort of like spin attack in the air, and it lets you bounce off enemies. And if you combine this with the quick drop, which is the sort of fast fall move, combine those 2 things together, you can actually gain a large amount of height just by bouncing off enemies. So the Bunny Whirl item is very useful to replace items like air jump or double jump. So that is one reason to pick up the item. Double jump is one of the longest items to get. It's pretty far. There's a lot of bosses you have to fight and stuff. Nice little.
But of course, it is definitely like the most useful for, I guess both vertical and horizontal movement. Though air dash can replace the horizontal movement quite easily.
Very nice.
Ace has picked up his whirl as well.
Very nice semi-solid clip as well, right beforehand. So after getting slide, you're completing this sort of mini side quest section. So Only goes to the computer, and going to the computer, you get rewarded with 17,500 N, which is a lot of money. Very useful to buy a variety of items.
Yeah, and if you do end up getting air dash around this time because you just got slide, you can go get air dash now. That is a huge chunk of cash you don't have to farm for.
Yep.
Looks like Only is visiting the shop here. He's going to be the speed boost item and the bunny strike item were just forced onto him.
It looks like that's all he's gonna get.
Yeah, speed boost we talked about a bit earlier. It just kind of makes you slightly faster, but you don't want to pick it up early because it adds to your item percent. The bunny strike is kind of it's a fairly strong, it's like a slide attack. You just kind of fly forward and bonk people with your hammer, but it has kind of a long cooldown on it. The most useful part of it though is that you go flying horizontally pretty quickly, and you can also do it midair. So he's going to use that coming up here in Sky Island Town to access the warp point where normally you couldn't get to unless you had this item.
Yeah. Bunny Strike does allow you to replace some items like air dash and double jump in particular scenarios. Only is going to be fighting Kotri 2, so he's going to go straight to Lilith, it seems. I'm curious if he will fight her right away or come back to her later. Most likely right away, I think. So that does give Ace a bit of time to catch up.
If he's going to have to get the Plurk stuff, he has to get the level 3 P-Pin, right?
That is correct.
Okay, he may wait until later to fight Lilith whenever he can skip Lilith 1 if he's going to also skip Plurkwood and just fight KK right away.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea considering he also has to fight Kokoa. But it is an extra towns member. So he may opt to fight Lilith right now and then get double jump and skip Plurkwood later. Because he has 2 towns members right now. If he recruits Lilith right now, then he can recruit Kokoa. That will be his 4 towns members, which is perfect to get double jump and skip Plurk if he wants to.
Yeah, I guess post Lilith fight, it kind of dumps you right next to where you'd go to fight Kokoa, doesn't it?
Right, yeah. It's a very nice routing decision, I would say. But meanwhile, Ace is going up north. He has to get the auto earrings, I think. This is the reason to go up here.
Auto earrings. Oh yeah.
They're
I
up
was
here,
thinking,
right? Yeah.
They are. Yeah, I was thinking plus necklace for a second, but yeah, auto earrings are up here. What else is up here? I suppose air dash is up here if he really wants to spend his money on it.
He doesn't need any. He doesn't need it particularly, so I'm curious if he will go for it or not.
Yeah, he doesn't need money for anything else unless his chosen row is also. Looks like Only is trying to zip into Lilith 1, and he does it, dude. All right, there's a nice little slide zip you can do on that corner, and
yeah, only doesn't want me to show him up, so he's doing all the stuff that I did too.
So Lilith actually has 2 fights to her. You have to fight her once on the ground and then once in the air. The air fight being this auto scroller that you're seeing right now. The first fight can actually be completely skipped with that cool little slide zip he did. You can also kind of go above it too, but that requires much later gear. Like you need air jump and air dash maybe to pull that one off, but this one is much earlier available.
Yeah, it is quite harder too, though.
But yeah, since he skipped the beach, he doesn't have the sunny beam to make this slightly easier. I think he'll still be fine.
Yeah, he is here early enough, so it should be okay. And so Ace just got the auto earrings. He's gonna get a mana up.
Oh yeah, Eastern Highland mana ups. That is on here.
Oh yeah. I'm curious. Do you think he's doing that though?
I have no idea. I don't think he would have gotten that, like for like any sort of boss level thing. I don't see what else he would have gotten it for. Well, either way, Ace is headed down to the Kokoa fight down here in Cocoa Cave. He's got to do a kind of little long cave section here, but is rewarded with Cocoa at the end as a town member. Now, Ace also did the 3 Otaku battles, right? He just didn't mark it? Or no, he did 2 of them. And then once he has to go fight Alias 2, he will get the 3rd one. That's right. Row 1? You think he's doing row 1? Recruit Cocoa is on there, and I think the 100% Plurk map is a pretty good intersection. So that may be very... Oh, yeah, and he got the mana up as well. Yeah, that would make a bunch of sense.
Yeah, so row 1 must be it.
He's willingly doing Northern Tundra attack ups. I suppose he does have Northern Tundra items as a whole, doesn't he?
He does.
Okay,
I think he's prepared for it. That's why he did ASG as well. So he is already going to be entering Chapter 3, which is the bright side. So he will have access to double jump as well, if he chooses to go for it.
He will need to go grab wall jump, which, oh yeah, he can just do right after this, can't he?
Yep. He technically doesn't need it, but it does make everything a whole lot easier. Well, I guess he doesn't actually need double jump with Bunny Whirl.
That's true. He can just do that.
He might not even go. He might not even get it.
Yeah, we're referring to a very large vertical section that you need to go through in order to get those Northern Tundra attack up potions. There's a couple ways you can get up there, but wall jump is always going to be required to do it.
Yeah, it's called the water tower.
You will definitely see why it's called the water tower. It is quite the tower. Right, only actually fighting Lilith now. Almost got her down.
Almost done. Almost done.
Your hitbox during this section is so incredibly tiny. I don't think anyone actually knows where it is. Do you?
No, there's no indicator at all.
Yeah, in the normal game, you can just kind of hold your hammer button down, and that'll let you walk, and it'll show your hitbox. But you can hold your hammer down, and it slows you down during this, but it actually doesn't show your hitbox. But trust me when I say it's very, very tiny. And down goes Lilith, and the auto-scroller is over.
Okay, so Ace is going to pick up another man up, and he's probably going to get wall jump right after.
It's like he's dipping in the...
You don't actually need wall jump if you have Whirl, but I think it's kind of stupid. And wall jump is one of the least out of the way items, so I don't see why you would skip it.
Yeah, especially when you're coming.
It would make everything way easier, you know?
Yes, especially when you're coming from Cocoa Cave, you might as well grab it right here.
Right, yeah. It's not even a detour, really. So he does get it.
He's going back up, I think. Oh yeah, there's a mana up here, isn't there?
Yes. So only got air dash. Now he's going pretty fast.
I think now he's going to go down towards Cocoa.
Yep, and he's probably going to collect Southern Woodland M's along the way.
Yeah, there's a bunch down there in that cave. I think there's, what, 2 health ups, a mana, a pack. Oh, never mind. There's 3 health ups because there's one right over here that he just skipped.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's health and a mana over there that he just skipped. I'm sure he'll be back.
I mean, he doesn't particularly need health ups or mana ups. Just any generic item.
I don't remember how many, like, what our max goal for Southern Woodland item is.
Right. 15 isn't that much, though.
Oh, I've been looking at the 20 the whole time, which isn't correct.
Yeah, no, it's 15. And so he, having air dash here is quite nice. Getting through here quite quickly.
Yeah, if you don't have air dash here, you just kind of have to slide jump, but there's so many enemies you can bonk on when you're doing your slide jump that it's really, it may be faster just to not try it at all.
So Ace has to go get the 4 subterranean area eggs. These are pretty difficult to get.
Yeah, subterranean area isn't that large, but this particular egg is actually pretty out of the way, and he's gonna plummet to his death. Okay. Just a quick load there to avoid that.
Quite unforgiving as well.
Yeah, he's got a get all the way over here to grab that egg, and then get all the way back, which is, I guess, faster. Only has one amulet to work with as well, so he can't really invincibility kind of bomb there too much. Oh, he gets through. And only defeats Cocoa.
Only picking up a mana up.
Oh, the slow little animation there. That was nice. That's his 4th town member, so now he can access the chapter transition.
No!
Oh no, did he die? Oh, he lost the egg!
Died. So that means he has to go back and get the egg again.
Oh no. I think once you're over there, if you're doing this, you should probably take that save point.
Yeah, that's brutal. So that's gonna set him back quite a ways.
He's not taking the save point. Well, I guess doing it after the egg makes sense. Oh, he almost fell around that spike. Nope, he's being brave again. Never mind. He heard me. Alright, so now if he manages to die again, he'll be sent right back here rather than at the start of this place.
Yeah, rather unfortunate.
These spikes do 44 damage, what the heck?
Yeah, those spikes do more than half your health. Wow. Yeah, he made it out alive, so he should be good. There's an autosave at the other side of this room. So as soon as he gets there, he's fine.
He's gonna grab the fire orb. Does he need this for anything?
Yeah, he does need it. He needs it for the attack ups in Northern Tundra. There's one in a fire orb section.
Yeah, good point. He definitely does need that.
Yeah,
okay,
so
that makes sense.
It is routed quite well, except for Plarkwood. Plarkwood is just awkward compared to everything else in this line.
Oh, he almost fell back down to the fire orb hole. Alright, only picks up the wall jump item. So I guess it's worth mentioning that you actually do have a built-in wall jump in this game. You can wall jump, and then if you input a quick drop against the wall, you will just fly like pretty quick horizontally the other direction. So, but you're only limited to 2 wall jumps. Yeah, you're only limited to 2 of those 2 jumps without the item. Now, with the wall jump item, it's significantly easier to input on your controller, and you can upgrade it in order to have 3 wall jumps.
Right.
It also does take you very slightly higher in the air than a normal a built-in wall jump. So that is actually useful in very, very few situations.
Okay, so only is... Okay, no, never mind. He got the... okay. Never mind.
He just picks up another subterranean egg. Oh, the 4th one that was over there in that block kind of... I guess it's not really a maze. When those bunny enemies blow it up, it kind of makes it kind of mazy. But anyway, there was an egg there he grabbed.
Yep. And Ace is going over to Northern Tundra now. I guess now is when he's going to get the attack ups.
Yeah, because he has his fire orb, so he can grab this one over here, and he can grab the water orb at the very end of this.
So he only just got the regen up buff.
Yep. There's Lilith, just gotta buy it.
Do you think Only's also doing row 1?
He did just grab the fire orb, didn't he?
Right. I don't think it's out of the question since it does what we said before. Level 3 pre-hairprint and 100% Plurkwood are both things that he needs. Are both like kind of nice to have.
Yeah,
he's getting close. Once he gets 20% items, which is pretty soon, he's at 19% items. We'll know for sure. Unless he's doing top left, bottom right. It's also not that bad. It's actually pretty good too.
Yeah, fire orb doesn't actually... That would make sense because he got arm strength as well. I suppose he needs the Southern Woodland items anyway. So that makes sense. Oh, he did skip auto earrings. Okay, so he would have probably grabbed those if he was doing top left, bottom right.
Yeah, that is true. He's probably doing row 1 then, huh? I can't imagine any other reason to grab a fire orb that I can see.
I mean, unless he...
He's about to finish off Alias 2 here.
So what Alias 2 does, it puts you into Chapter 3. And what Chapter 3 does, it actually unlocks a lot of items in the shop for you to upgrade. There's some at the start of the game that you can upgrade, like Air Dash you can upgrade as soon as you get it. But there's some kind of auxiliary items you actually have to be in Chapter 3 in order to upgrade. So it turns those simple shop goals into collect 4 towns members and get into Chapter 3, in addition to buying them.
Yep, and also obtaining the item. Nice bunny whirl movement for Ace. He's gonna fight
that here.
Nieve now and get the water orb.
Nieve, everyone's probably most hated boss. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, she's honestly not that bad. I think in the speedrun she's one of the most annoying bosses because of the RNG, but I think for randomizer and bingo, I'd say Coach Raid 2 is more of a pain in the ass.
Okay, I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah. I honestly don't think Nieve is that bad in bingo / randomizer. Only's getting the super carrot. That is not the face of mercy.
Oh my gosh, I love the super carrot. Well, does that mean he actually is doing sandbag? Or does he need that for something else? It's a
Maybe he just
item.
wants it. Yeah, you're right. He didn't mark off 20% items either, and he has 20% items, so unless he's just kind of has to fight this boss, so he can't do it at the moment. But yeah, it might just be... I don't know. Maybe it's... Yeah, it's hard to say. There's too many things that he should... Okay, it's row 1. He just marked off 20% items.
All right, very nice.
Yeah, he was just delaying it because he needed to fight Rita. Okay, so just like I thought. This is good. He's gonna get some mana ups. Oh, okay. He's skipping that mana up for some reason.
Maybe it's not row 1.
Well, maybe it's top left, bottom right. I don't know.
Just forgot the auto rings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep his percent low for Kotri at the time, maybe? I'm not sure.
Okay, so Ace actually just buys up to the last 3 mana ups he needs to get 10 mana ups. I mean, going back for the auto earrings is not hard to do. It's actually right next to the warp.
Yeah, it really is.
So
Ace needs one more town member before he can get the 3 Otaku battles. I suppose it could be KK Bunny, but as his 4th, but it looks like he's going up to... Oh yeah, there's attack ups up here he needs, right? So he'll probably grab Nieve and Nixie.
Yeah, he doesn't need to fight Nixie, but he probably will anyway. He's gonna get the mana up for some reason.
He already has all the mana ups.
Yeah, he already has 10 mana ups. He didn't need to get that.
Blacko in chat is saying that Only is deciding to do Plurk skip.
Maybe. Did he get double jump just now?
I don't think he's been down that way yet, has he?
No.
He does have 5 towns members. It would be a detour, but not too bad a detour to go grab it.
He's getting the attack ups because row 1 needs all 5 Northern Tundra attack ups. So I don't think he's doing Plurk skip.
Yeah, because if he's doing the whole thing.
He's definitely doing row 1. Like, there's no doubt now that he's picked up 2 Northern Tundra attack ups. Okay, so both both players are doing row 1. Or, yeah, row 1. That's pretty interesting.
Oh boy, we get to see both players in Plurkwood.
Yeah, 100% Plurkwood. So it's just a matter of whether or not column 3 or column 4 is better matched with row 1. Yeah, I think he just missed that mana up on mistake. Or it's very likely that he already knows exactly which mana ups he's going to get, and so he just didn't need it. So it's interesting because that mana up was literally right in front of his face.
Alright, and Ace going into the Nixie fight, who is rarely seen in speedruns because you can just skip her completely, but sometimes you don't have the equipment to do that. We have both bears on stream at the same time.
There's the pink one and the blue one.
Bounce.
Yep, bounce. Only already went to Northern Tundra, right? So, not Northern Tundra, it's Icy Summit, so he's not going to fight Nixie. Doesn't need to.
Yeah, he has his super carrot. Yeah, he's definitely been there.
He has that carrot attack up in Icy Summit already. Meanwhile, this is going to give Ace his...
I'm sorry. I hope everyone saw that. Both bear cut-ins at the exact same time.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
So Only's probably going to go down now.
All the way down to... Yeah, there's the water tower has an attack up he needs way down here. And oh yeah, there are 2 down here, aren't there? This will be... Yeah, this will be all 5. What? Won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There's 2 down here.
They
There's one on the right, and then there's one in the water tower. So Only just got the one on the right. So now he just has to get the one in the water tower.
Ace is doing kind of the strange route into Aquarium. I don't really see this route too often.
Yeah, this is interesting. This makes sense. This is actually quite close to the attack up, but he's
that's not
going
this direction.
Right? For some reason? What is he going over here
he
for?
He needs northern tundra items.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's true. So he's just gonna get the
You could slide through there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's what we do for 100% speedruns.
Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's because you're underwater, so like the slide just kind of extends over 2 tile gaps.
So do you just have to be close to the corner then and go?
I just stand by the ledge and then slide. There's nothing to it.
That's
It just
great.
happens automatically.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yep, and you can do it with or without water orb. It doesn't matter. It just works.
It just works. Perfect.
Yep. I'm surprised you didn't know that, huh?
I've never even
So
seen
you've
that.
been going around all this time when doing
I've been
bingos and
going
randomizers.
down. Yeah, I've been going down underneath where the laser dude is and getting my bunny butt zapped.
Yeah, but now you know.
Only's gonna be doing a cool little semi-solid clip here. You can down drill through these platforms just like that. Nice unbuffered one.
Yep. Yeah, Only always goes unbuffered if he doesn't have Rabi slippers. Did he never pick up Rabi slippers?
You can equip them just for that.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised he didn't just go for the buffered then. Okay, so Only already has his mana ups in mind, which I guess is why he skipped the mana up earlier. Though he picked some questionable mana ups to take, I guess.
Oh, he needs Eastern Highland mana ups.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That makes sense.
Yeah, he has to get these anyway, so you might as well include them in the... You might as well just stop collecting other ones once you hit 6 or something.
Okay, so he's probably going to zip past Ashley 2 then and go into Evernight.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Ace just scaled the water
that's what I
tower.
Yeah, so there's the water tower.
There's the health up, but...
He's zipping it. Oh, no, he gave up. Oh, so he's not. Okay, so Only's not going to zip into Evernight.
Ace has 11 health. Surely that's enough to get out of here safely. Has he used his donut yet, or his cake? Oh, he almost fell. Oh, wait, there's not spikes there. For some reason, I thought there were spikes there.
Yeah, there are no spikes there. They're just weird gaps for some reason.
And Only is headed into Plurkwood here shortly. Oh boy. Plurkwood notorious for having almost absolutely nothing. You have the P hairpin item. You have
3 eggs.
three eggs and the boss, and that's it. Yeah.
It's a very long section.
And a funny little mini boss as well.
So Ace is like jumping and doing down drills to be safe, but he's safe now.
Oh man.
So Ace has all the attack ups in Northern Tundra, so he's quite done with that already. But he still has to do the map, the Plurk map. And he hasn't done the Otaku battles yet. I wonder when he wants to do that.
Oh. Is that his 20th Northern Tundra item? He just marked it off, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. He did pick up quite a bit in all the areas.
Okay, well that's a really convenient one because he's right next to this warp over here. Oh, Only make sure you go down. Okay, he's doing the semi-solid clip. He needs these map squares down here that you can actually skip. Uh-oh. Oh! Yeah, okay, that safe reload is actually not that bad. If you quick drop immediately after you hit those, jump off those springs, I think that you can actually fall through it like he's done now. He's gotta get to the bottom of this.
Slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta do these semi-solid clips.
He's trying to do it unbuffered, and that's kind of hard here, I think. Maybe not. It might not be any
One
different.
more. He's pretty confident in his ability to do the unbuffered, and it looks like it turned out okay.
Ace has fought the last Otaku battle and is on to fight Alias 2.
Yeah, so Ace just needs to do 100% Plurkwood map. Only's in the lead. So as soon as Only finishes this, he needs to get the last 2 Eastern mana ups. Is it 2? I'm trying to think.
I
think
know
he only
he got
has
the one. Yeah,
I
know he got the one at the start of Riverbank. Or he got 2 in Riverbank, didn't he? Yeah, he got
the 2 in Riverbank. Did he get the one in Lab? With the zip?
Oh, the toaster zip? I vaguely want to say yes.
I don't actually remember.
It might be a little hard. It might be a little hard. Oh, he's not going there. Okay.
Yeah, and Only hasn't gotten the attack up in the water tower yet, right?
Oh, that's right. He didn't go there, did he?
Did he go to Aquarium yet? I don't think he did.
I remember him grabbing the water orb, but I don't know if did he grab the water orb? I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he was fighting Nixie, wasn't he? So of course he definitely grabbed the water orb.
Maybe he is going to end on in the water tower. So he might just be doing that last. Though.
Yeah, that is kind of a pain to get out of.
Right. It's a race now, though. Ace is about to enter Plurkwood. Only's about to leave it. The Only needs to leave it, buy the items, and then go to the water tower. So
yeah,
it's still anyone's game. I'd say it's pretty close still.
It's definitely close. Plurkwood is, a pain to get through, so it may very well take him.
Oh, right, and he still needs the mana up in Eastern Highlands, right? In
Evernight?
Evernight, right? I don't think he got that one.
That's in the dark room, I think.
In the dark room, yeah.
Yeah. I assume he has that warp, does he?
I don't think he does. But the Aurora Palace warp is close to Evernight, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. That's still a bit of extra travel, I think.
Yeah, so this is close. This is anyone's game.
Edge of Cloud.
I think they'll both finish quite close to each other here.
Oh. Only needs to go tag the square up here that I didn't tag at the start. There we go.
And get the save point as well, just to be safe.
When the race comes down to Plurkwood. Amazing. All right, into the KK Bunny fight. This will get them the P hairpin.
Okay, so Ace did Plurk skip to get the map square, so he's not going to fight KK Bunny. He doesn't need to anymore.
Oh, that's
very
really
smart. Yeah.
That's so smart. So if you enter KK's room from behind, she actually doesn't appear. So
right, her trigger is only on one side of the room.
Yeah, so he's going to kind of pincer together that map square, and then he can just exit without fighting her. That's great.
Yeah.
So
that is a lot of time save. Ace might be able to take this.
Yeah, this whole fight Only's doing, Ace is not going to have to do. He's opting, instead of doing the semi-solid clips on the left, he's just going to bomb through this whole place. I don't blame him. It is consistent. I mean, you can't really mess this one up.
This is not very, it doesn't waste that much time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Only needs the P hairpin while Ace does.
Only has to fight KK Bunny. But he is done with Plurkwood. So it's just a matter, can Ace complete the rest of Plurk fast enough? He still has to fight the mini boss too. Oh, this is really close.
Alright, Only got the P hairpin in that cutscene there. Oh no, Ace, you can't afford that right now. Alright, Only, you got only a couple spots left. He's going to Evernight right now.
Aurora. He's going to Evernight, yeah. So he needs to get the water tower still, and he needs to get the mana up.
All right, into the
this is so close. I don't know who's gonna win. This is so close.
I guess we should mention. Did we mention the mini boss glitch at all?
Oh yeah, the mini boss glitch.
I guess it's worth mentioning right now. So in mini boss kind of events where there's multiple enemies, if you go to your load menu and scroll past the 4th file, it actually like sets the flags for the defeated mini bosses super high. So you actually, after doing that, you only have to defeat one of the rest of the mini bosses, and it actually just completely skips the whole thing. So in this fight, you actually have to take out both these cats at the same time, but with the glitch, you only have to take out one of them, and then the fight ends, even though the remaining cat is still there kind of shooting. Yeah, so see you later, Pink.
So Only is heading to Aquarium now, right?
He just needs that one attack up. Wow.
I think he's going to win.
Ace
it's so close.
Ace just has to climb this tower, right? He doesn't have to go fight KK.
Still needs to go all the way to the right to bomb that thing.
Oh, that's
where
true.
that bomb thing is.
But the attack up is a little further. Oh, that was a good bounce. That was a pretty slick bounce up that
very nice
tower.
Oh, right. Only doesn't have whirl, so he has to do it this way. Gets it just fine.
Gosh.
Oh.
It's in the second room, though.
In the second room.
This is it. I think Ace has it. That's it, right?
No.
Is it not?
Only gets it.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Ace has to go up another level.
He has to go up one more level, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay, only one. GG.
Yeah. So Ace has one more room. So close.
Oh my god.
That's literally one more room or so. It's incredible. So good games.
Man, Plurk's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
He's supposed to do all this stuff too. Okay.
Yeah. I think honestly speaking, if Ace didn't die twice in Volcano, and then also to No, I think he could have taken it.
So he has that map square.
Yeah, it's quite sad. He doesn't need that map square, but
I thought it was gonna go
get
here,
it anyway.
but nah.
Yeah, he probably forgot, but yeah, he's done at the end of this one.
Amazing. That was really close.
Hey guys. Hey only. That was really close.
Hi.
Hi. He just finished. That was really close.
Do we need to drag him in here?
I dragged him in. Hey, good game, guys.
GG.
That was so close.
Yeah, it was really close.
That was really close. It was a bit sad. Ace died to Alias 3.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Awful. And then he died in the 1x1 block room in Volcano twice.
Yep.
So that was rough. You hate to see it happen.
Once on the way back too. That hurt.
Yeah. Maybe you could have won if you didn't die all those times. Well, it happens.
Probably. Yeah.
Nice nice beach skip.
Thanks.
I see you did exactly what I did. You got like the jump to armored, and then you like zipped into Lila too.
Yep.
Funny.
I wanna like say for Ace, that was a super cool strat for 100 Plurkwood map you did there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Did you go in? Did you not fight Keke?
I did not fight Keke.
That's. Yeah. I was going to do that, and then I was like, wait, I actually need the hairpin, so I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I totally misread MP regen as MP up, like from the start.
Oh wow.
I had no idea until like I was at slide. I was like, hold on, crap.
You need to live.
It's really bad, yeah.
Yeah, but you went up north anyway though, so we thought that you already knew. Like, oh yes, he's going up north. He's gonna get the region up later.
I went up north to get vanilla.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so the whole time we weren't sure if you're doing top, left, bottom, right, because you didn't mark anything that would give it away for the longest time. And the auto earrings was up there, but then you didn't mark it and didn't get it, so we're like, oh, maybe he's not doing that, but it's right next to the warp. Maybe he is. He's just like teasing us.
I should have done that, huh?
Yeah, we were both surprised because both of you guys decided to do 5 Northern Tundra attack ups on your own.
Willingly, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, so you guys both ended up doing row 1, which is awesome.
It fit well with the Northern Tundra items, though.
Yeah, and you also had to do subterranean Easter egg, so Fire Orb was on the way there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. On my end, it meshed with Plurkwood because I had hairpin, and mana ups was like also something I already had to do. So
yeah, as soon as you were given column 3, I was like, do you think he's gonna do row 1? Northern Tundra up sucks, but that does make Plurkwood less of an issue. And none of the other 3 goals are bad at all.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was good. Interesting stuff all around. Good beach skip. Good ASG to fight the nerds.
Yeah.
I love the nerd storm after that. It's so good.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm glad that I don't think anyone's chosen the same row or column for their opponent this whole tournament.
Not yet.
I was a little confident in the previous match, but I guess not. I mean, though we did kind of cross the same thing with, you know, Lilith and Elrond at the same time.
Yeah,
True.
It's not surprising though.
I actually misread that at first.
Man, if I had known that middle was Lilith, I would have totally given you row 3.
Wait, row 3?
Yeah.
600 health is a lot, but there's a
That's a
lot of
lot.
health ups in Southern Woodland.
Yeah, I was thinking about row 3.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. No one picked column 2, but I guess that makes sense with all these other things on here.
Yeah.
Thought column 2 would be a bit tricky with, you know, top form, tough skin at the bottom as well.
I was also considering bottom left, top right, but there's like a little bit too much synergy there with all of the items.
Yeah.
And Bunny Strike is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So what's What's after this?
No idea.
We're wrapping up here.
Well, I think unless we want to, say anything else, I think we should probably kick it off here. I think we've got something coming up on this channel here next.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, good game.
You guys
Good
next
game.
time for whenever the next matches are. Good luck to both of
Someday.
you. To all
Thank
of
you.
you, because I'm out.
Aw.
Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. We've been kind of quiet for a month, but I'm glad we could get this double feature in.
Yeah.
And we'll try to clean up the rest of the matches here coming up fairly soon, I hope. Coming up on this channel, immediately following this, is the Link to the Past Randomizer Key Sanity Tournament match. I don't know who it's for, but I'm sure it's been going on all day. There's all sorts of Zelda everywhere. I think Zelda 1 is starting over on Speed Gaming 3, and Speed Gaming 4 looks like it has a match in progress. So yeah, thank you all. Have fun. Play this game. It's super cool.
Have fun. All right, we're out.
Good night.
Peace.
Bye.